Excuse me, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what I was saying is, uh, in the second quadrant, you have a point B which is 40 mm behind VP, 20 mm above HP, and 25 mm from RPP. So, in this case, the right profile plane, that is a plane on the right side, the side plane which is on the right, is being considered. The distance of the point from the right profile plane is 25 mm. So such a point, if you draw the front view, this is B dash, and to get the front view, you have to make VP transparent. If you want to get the top view, this is B on HP. HP should be opaque. And if you want to get the side view on RPP, then I told you have to view from the right side only. Okay. So if you want to get the side view on right profile plane in the second quadrant, then you have to view from the right side only. That is the difference from the first, fourth, and the second, third quadrants. So if you view from the right side, then obviously because of RPP, you cannot see the point. So in this case, RPP has to be made transparent. If you make RPP transparent, then when you look from the right side, then you will be able to see the point B. So the side view of B will be B double dash, which is a right side view because you are looking from the right. So you will be getting a right side view on a right profile plane in the second quadrant. Same thing is going to happen for the left profile plane also. You will be getting the left side view on left profile plane because you will have to look from the left side. Okay, so you will have to look from the left side. So when you look from the left side, the view will be falling on the left profile plane. That is why I've written here for the second and the third quadrant, right side view on right profile plane, left side view on left profile plane. This is a major difference between the second, third quadrant side views, side planes, and the first and fourth quadrant side views and side planes. So please note this. Accordingly, we had solved this problem where, second quadrant, we know that VP and HP both are above XY line. We have drawn that and put HP in bracket because when you rotate HP, then HP comes behind VP. So VP will be covering HP in the second quadrant. So this is the arrangement of planes. And since we are dealing with the right profile plane, we know that RPP or LPP will be besides VP. So we are drawing RPP above XY line besides VP. So this is the arrangement of planes. And then we had seen that whenever the side plane is involved, then the distance from the side plane, in this case 25 mm, becomes your starting point. So you have to draw the vertical projector 25 mm from RPP. So from the x1 y1 line 25 mm, draw a vertical projector line. Somewhere on this line you will get the front and top view. So we are getting the front view, as you can see, 20 mm above xy line. So you draw the front view B dash 20 mm above xy line. Top view B is 40 mm from XY line. So you draw the top view B 40 mm from XY line. Now we need to project the front and top view and get the side view. So to do that, the first thing required is the median line. So we know that the median line will always be besides the horizontal plane. So in this case, besides HP means the median line will be in RPP. So draw the 45-degree median line in RPP. Then, as per rule, first which view will you project? The top view or the front view?
Top view.
Yes. So project the top view first onto the median line. It's going to intersect the median line, and then you decide whether you want to go up or down. In this case, we need to project it down because the front view is down. Okay, so project it below and make it to intersect with the projection of the front view. So the projector of the top view and the projector of the front view are going to intersect at this point. This is the side view, which is a right side view on a right profile plane. Okay. So this is the solution for this particular problem. I think we'll take another problem which is in the second quadrant and involves the left profile plane. So let us take a statement from the textbook. Left HP. LPP. Yeah. So we have a problem here. So you can take down that the statement of the problem. It is a point B, capital B, is 40 mm behind VP. I think I'll write it down here. So the point B is 40 mm behind VP, 15 mm above HP. above HP and 25 mm from LPP. So in this case, we are considering the left profile plane. We need to draw the projections and name the side view. Yeah. I hope you are able to understand my handwriting. My handwriting is bad. It's not that good, but my drawing is good. Okay. So please excuse me for my handwriting. So as you can see, the point B is 40 mm behind VP, 15 mm above HP, 25 mm from LPP. So draw the projections and name the side view. So we know that this point is in the second quadrant and the plane under consideration is the left profile plane. So let us quickly draw this particular case and solve it. So I'll draw the vertical plane. The horizontal plane. And so this is the VP, this is the HP horizontal plane. I think partially it will be visible, we'll see. And of course this is the XY line. Now since we are dealing with the left profile plane, yeah, we forgot about the observer. The observer is right here. So we are dealing with LPP. So the plane on the left side, that is what is under consideration. So this is a plane. I hope you can see this is the plane, the left profile plane, LPP, which is on the left side. Okay. Now the point B is to be located. So B is 40 mm behind, 15 mm above, and 25 mm from LPP. So this 25 mm from LPP is important. So that is the first thing to be considered. So 25 mm from LPP, I think it may come maybe somewhere here. I don't know. Yeah, maybe somewhere around, somewhere here. So this is the point B. This point B is, you can say, 40 mm 40 mm behind VP. This point B is 15 mm 15 mm above HP, and this point B is, you can say, 25 mm from LPP. Okay, so 40 mm behind VP, 15 mm above HP, 25 mm from LPP. This is the location of the point B. Now we want the front, top, and side views. So front view, you have to make VP transparent, only then you'll get it. So maybe front view will come somewhere around here. Don't know exactly, but somewhere here. This is B dash. Top view, you look from the top, you'll get the top view maybe somewhere here. I'll draw the arrow here also. This is the top view B. Now I want the side view. So now, as we know that in the second and the third quadrant, you get left side view on left profile plane, right side view on right profile plane. So please keep this in mind. So left side view on left profile plane. So that means you have to look from the left. You are looking from the left side. So when you look from the left, this plane LPP is in between you and the point B. So you will not be able to see the point B because of the left profile plane coming in between. So you have to make LPP transparent. If you make LPP transparent, you will be able to see the point B, and you will be getting the side view on the left profile plane. This is B double dash. This is your left side view because you are viewing from the left side. So you are getting a left side view on a left profile plane. Okay. Now this is all in 3D. We have to convert it to 2D Android. So let us do that. So XY plane, sorry, XY line, and then X1, Y1 line, X1, Y1 line. Now, since we are dealing with the left profile plane, so I think this left area you should leave it vacant. So we know that VP and HP will come on the right side. So it's the second quadrant. So we know that VP and HP both are together, and VP will be covering HP. Remember the procedure to convert 3D to 2D: keep vertical plane fixed, rotate the horizontal plane. So HP will come from behind and join VP. That is why this arrangement: VP into bracket HP above XY line. Now, where will LPP come? Left profile plane. Above XY line or below XY line?
Above XY line.
Yes, it will be besides VP above XY line. So this is LPP on the left side. Okay. Now, the 45-degree median line, where will that come? Besides HP, but above XY line or below XY line?
Above XY line.
Exactly. Above XY line, because HP is above XY line. So median line always comes besides HP. So median line also will be above XY line. So it is as good as saying that median line will be in LPP. So this is the median line, 45 degrees. Now this is all done. So we need to start with the projections. So as I've told you, this is the point where you're going to start from. 25 mm from LPP. So LPP 25 mm from LPP. So let us say 25 mm from LPP. So somewhere here, 25 mm away from LPP, you will draw the vertical projection line. On this vertical projection line, you are going to get the front and top view, both above XY line, because VP and HP are above the XY line. So let us find out. So we know that at what distance is this B dash from XY line, that is a front view from XY line?
15 mm.
15
Exactly.
mm.
Exactly, 15 mm. So 15 mm above. So let us say here B dash 15 mm above, you will get the front view. Okay, next. B, the top view, is at what distance from XY line? What is the length of this
40
line?
mm.
Exactly, 40 mm. So what will happen to this horizontal line, 40 mm line, when you rotate HP? It will become vertical line. So 40 mm you may be getting somewhere here. B, Clear? I hope you understand how this happens. See this 40 mm, the distance of the top view from XY line. So you can say that this is a line. So when the horizontal plane rotates in the clockwise direction, this line also rotates and becomes vertical. That is why you're getting the top view like this 40 mm above XY. Now all that remains is your simple rule, that is to get the side view first you have to project the top view onto the median line. So let us do that. So project the top view. I think I'll write it besides. So I'll project the top view onto the median line. You can see the arrow. And where it intersects, I will take it up or down.
Down.
Yes, I'll take it down because the front view is below. That's why I'm taking it down. And then I'll make it to intersect with the projector of the front view. So the top view and the front view projectors are going to intersect at this point. This point is B double dash, your left side view. Okay. So this is the solution. So you have drawn the projections and you have to name the side view. So we have named it left side view. This is the solution. Now this arrangement of whatever we discussed, left side view on left profile plane, right side view on right profile plane, is applicable to the third quadrant also. Okay, because you see third quadrant is lying below the second quadrant. So this is the third quadrant, the lower portion of VP, and HP is common. So this area is the third quadrant. Now, what is the difference? There is absolutely no difference. This is the left profile plane for the third quadrant. See this. This is LPP. This is VP, and HP as such is common. So here also, if there is a point here, let us say the point is D. It is below HP, behind VP, and from LPP. So if you want to view the point, you have to look from the left side, and then only you will get a view here, D double dash. This will be a left side view. Left side view on left profile plane, same as what you have done for the second quadrant. That is why this rule, left side view on LPP, right side view on RPP, is applicable for the second as well as the third quadrant. Okay. So now I think we will take a problem which involves the third quadrant. Yeah. So that we would have covered all the possible problems that can come here. So which one will we take? Yeah. Yes. So we'll take this particular problem, wherein you have a point A. point A is 35 mm below HP, 20 mm behind VP.
So write it little below. It's not visible.
I'll take it down. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
From RPP. So 25 mm from the right profile plane. So we have to draw the projections, same. Draw the projections and name the side view. Point A is 35 mm below HP, 20 mm behind VP, and 25 mm from RPP. So you have to draw its projections and name the side view. So from the location below HP, behind VP, we know that we are dealing with the third quadrant. Third quadrant with RPP. So let us draw the arrangement of planes in the third quadrant. So this is the third quadrant. Yeah. HP, VP is below the lower half of VP. And this is, since this is the observer, so the right plane, the plane on the right side, this will be LPP, this will be RPP. So this is the right profile plane which we are talking about. So this is the plane. So this is the RPP, right profile plane. This is the horizontal plane HP, and this is the vertical plane VP. So VP, HP, RPP. This is the arrangement of planes in the third quadrant. Okay. Now we have to locate the point A. So point A is 35 mm below, 20 mm behind, but most importantly 25 mm from RPP. So from RPP it is 25 mm. So that should be our starting point. So it may be somewhere here. Maybe. So let us say this is a point A. It is, of course, 25 mm. Yeah. 25 mm from RPP. It is should have drawn it below. Should have drawn it little below. This is the point A. 25 mm from RPP, 35 mm below HP. So this is 35. 35 mm below HP and 20 mm from or behind VP. So this is the point A. I think I'll draw this to the side. Okay. So A is 20 mm behind, 35 mm below HP and 25 mm from RP. We have the point A here. Now, if you look from the front, then this is where you may be getting the front view. A dash. And to get the front view, you know that VP has to be made transparent. So VP should be made transparent. Now, when you look from the top, because of the horizontal plane, you'll not be able to see the point A. So HP also should be made transparent. When you do that, then you'll be able to see the point A. This is the top view. Okay. Now, we know that in the second and the third quadrant, you will be getting the left side view on LPP and right side view on RPP. Second and third quadrant. So we are in the third quadrant and we have RPP. So you are going to get the right side view. That means you should look from the right side. Should look from the right side and you should try to get a view on the right profile plane. Now when you do that, you find that RPP is in between you and the point. So you will not be able to see the point A, you will not be able to get the view. So you have to make RPP transparent. So all three planes have to be made transparent. It is like the point A is inside a box, surrounded from all the three sides. So if you make all the three planes transparent, only then you are going to see it. So when you look from the right, then you can see this is the projection. And this would be your side view, right side view on right profile plane. Okay. So this is in 3D. We need to convert this to 2D. So we know that to do that, you need to keep VP fixed, rotate HP in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. When you do that, HP is above, VP is below. And RPP, you have to rotate again in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So RPP will come besides VP. So RPP may come here. This would be RPP after rotating. Okay. So this is the arrangement of planes. Please observe. XY line. X1, Y1 line. Okay. Now, from your experience, you tell me where I should write which plane, where I should write VP, where I should write HP, where I should write RPP. What should I write here? Above XY line on the right side.
Nothing, sir.
Nothing, sir.
Nothing? Sure? Correct. So then, okay. How about here below XY line on the right side?
VP.
Yes. RPP. How do you know this? It should be RPP because what should be written here on the left side below XY line?
VP.
VP.
Exactly, VP. So always remember, first you should locate VP and HP and then go on to locate RPP and median line. So we know that VP and HP in this third quadrant, VP is below XY line. So obviously HP is above XY line. So this is the location of VP and HP in the third quadrant. So we know that RPP will be on the right side and it will be besides VP. So this is the only place where RPP can be. Right side besides VP. Okay. Now where is the median line going to be? Besides HP on the right side. So the median line will be here. So the 45-degree median line will be here. This is the arrangement of planes. In the third quadrant with RPP. Now you have to start with this value 25 mm from RPP. So from RPP, that is from X1 Y1 line, you draw a vertical projection line at a distance of 25 mm from RPP. So hope you can see this 25 mm from RPP. I have drawn this vertical projection line. In this area above XY line, I'll get the top view. In this area below XY line, I'll get the front view. At what distance? That is what I have to find out. Now, tell me, what is this distance of A dash from XY line? How much is this?
35 mm.
Exactly, 35. So 35 mm below, that is 35 mm from here, from the XY line, I will get the front view A dash. Okay, next. A, the top view, is at what distance from
20 mm.
exactly 20 mm. So 20 mm I'll get top view. Now we know that this vertical line which is 20 mm long, when you rotate HP, this vertical line becomes, sorry, this horizontal line becomes a vertical line. That is why you're getting the top view above XY line 20 mm away. Okay, so you have the front and top view. Done. Apply your rule. Project the top view first onto the median line. Show the arrow. It's going to intersect here. And then you decide whether you want to go up or you want to go down. So since the front view is below, you have to go down. So go down. Show the arrow downwards and see that it intersects the projector of the front view. So top view and the front view projectors intersect at this point. This point is A double dash, your right side view. This is the solution.
Sir, left side views.
Hmm?
Should be left side view, sir.
No, see here. Right side view on RPP. Left side view on LPP. In this case, we are talking about RPP. So it is right side view. Left
Okay.
side view will come on RPP in the first and fourth quadrant. In the second and third quadrant, as I have explained, left side view will be on left plane. Right side view will be on right plane. As you see in
Yes, sir.
this case, this is RPP, you are looking from the right. When you look from the right, you are getting a right side view on a right profile plane. As you have got it here. So this is, or these are the couple of cases where you have the side views in the second and the third quadrant, and you have seen how it is different from the side views that you get in the first and fourth quadrant. Okay. So I think already I have given two problems. I'll give few more, one or two more, maybe one on second and one on third quadrant. You can take down, and then we'll move on to some other different problem. Okay, so second quadrant. Yeah, I think you can take down. Yeah, please take down this problem. 35. Yeah, a point A is 35 mm below HP. I think it is very similar to what you have done now. There is no point. No, don't take this. Don't take this. Yeah, this is much better. Yes. A point capital B. A point capital B is 40 mm behind VP. A point capital B is 40 mm behind VP, comma 20 mm above HP. Point capital B is 40 mm behind VP, comma 20 mm above HP, and 30 mm from LPP, 30 mm from left profile plane. Full stop. Draw the projections and name the side view. Have we solved this? I don't know. No, I don't think so. It's obvious that in this problem the point is in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, the left profile plane. That is what you need to take care while solving. Then one more you can take where there is a fourth quadrant. Sorry, third quadrant, I guess. Yeah. Third quadrant. So this you can try. Third quadrant. A point D, a point capital D is lying on HP. A point capital D is lying on HP, comma 20 mm behind VP. The point is on HP, comma 20 mm behind VP and 25 mm from RPP. The point D lying on HP, comma 20 mm behind VP and 25 mm from RPP. Full stop. Draw its projections and name the side view. Draw its projections and name the side view. So it is in the third quadrant and you are dealing with the right profile plane. So very similar to the problem that we have solved just now. Only difference is the point is on HP. You're getting my point? The point D is on HP. That means what? This 35 mm distance, how much it is below HP becomes 0. When you make this 35 mm 0, then the point will be on HP. So the top view and the point will be at the same location. So in this case, when you make 35 0, A dash will be on XY line. A double dash also will be on XY line. So both these points will come on XY line in this particular problem. Okay. To help you understand this concept, I'll solve a different problem. Then things will be clear. So you try to correlate this particular problem with the problem that I'm going to solve now, wherein the point will be on the plane. Yeah. Here. Yes. Yeah. I'll solve this. Then this particular problem which I've given will be clear. So point D is lying on HP, 20 mm behind VP and 35 mm from RPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So this is a statement. Point D is lying on HP, 20 mm behind VP and 35 mm from RPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So in this particular problem, we are in the which quadrant? First, second, third, or fourth? Which quadrant are we in?
Second and fourth.
Second and fourth.
Second and third.
Exactly. Second and third. Because the point is on HP. So that means it is common to second as well as third quadrant. You can assume it to be either in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. Both are correct. No problem. So first I'll draw the 3D view and then we'll convert to 2D. So let us assume that this point is in the second quadrant just to maintain some variety. So I'll draw I'll draw VP first. Then I'll draw HP. And then we are dealing with the RPP, right profile plane. So this is RPP. So this is the right profile plane. This is the vertical plane. And this is the horizontal plane. So VP, HP, RP. We have assumed that the point is in the second quadrant. It can be second or third. It is up to you. I have assumed it to be in the second quadrant. Now please observe where the point is. The point is here. Point D is lying on HP. Just rub it. So it is on HP. So it is on the horizontal plane, 20 mm behind and 35 mm from RPP. So I say that the point is somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here. This is the point D. This point D is on HP. It is on HP. That means it is in HP. It is touching HP. It is 20 mm behind. You can see 20 mm behind VP. It is 35 mm from RPP. 35 mm from RPP. So the point D is on HP. It is touching or resting on the horizontal plane. The distance between the point D and HP is 0. Point D is 20 mm behind VP. Point D is 35 mm from RP. This is the location of point D. Now you are here as usual, the observer, and this is your viewing direction. This is your viewing direction. And yeah, I'll draw the front view, top view, and side view. So front view, if you want to see, then you have to make it and draw the front view. So this is the front view. Great. Okay, now can you observe where is the front view coming?
On the XY line.
Can you see where the front view is falling on?
On XY
On
plane.
XY plane.
Yes,
On XY line.
it is on XY line because the point D is on HP. So the front view will be on XY line. Okay. Where is the top view of this point D? When you look from the top, where is the top view of the point D? It has to be on HP. But the point is already on HP. So then where is the top view? Same location. When the point itself is on HP, if you look from the top, you are going to see the point there only. Na? So the point and the top view are at the same location because the point is on the horizontal plane. Okay. $35 mm from RPP. So since we are in the second quadrant, we know that RPP, we will get the right side view on RPP. So you have to look from the right side. If you look from the right, obviously you won't be able to see the point D. So you have to make RPP transparent. So when you do that, this is what happens. You are going to get the projection of the point D on RPP, and this point here, you are going to get the side view, which is the right side view on the right profile plane. Now, where do you think is this D double dash, the right side view, falling on? It is an extension of the XY line. See this XY line, when you rotate RPP, you are going to rotate RPP in the clockwise direction. So RPP will come besides VP. So what will happen to this line? This will also rotate and come besides. You can see it in the 2D. However, this is the arrangement of planes, and this is where you are going to get the front view, the top view, the side view. Front, top, and side. So it is a bit different from any of the problems that you have solved till now. So let us draw the 2D view and see what else we get here. So again, XY line, X1, Y1 line. Now, where should I write VP and HP? First of all, we are in the second quadrant. So VP and HP both are going to be above XY line. We know that. So where should I write VP and HP? On this left side above XY line, or on the right side above XY line?
Left side.
Should I write it?
Left side.
Here or here, left side or right side?
Left side.
On the left or on the right?
Left, sir.
Yes, on the left. So I will write VP into bracket HP on the left. So obviously, since we are dealing with the right profile plane will come besides VP on the right side. So this is RPP. This is the arrangement of planes. VP, HP, RPP. Now, median line. Median line will be besides HP. So besides HP means here in RPP. Because here median line won't make much difference, I believe. But anyway, it is required. So this is the median line at 45 degrees. So drawn that. Done. Now you have to locate the front, top, and side. So the first thing you're going to do is locate this projector 35 mm from RPP. So from RPP 35 mm. So maybe here 35 mm from RPP you have to draw a vertical projector. Somewhere on this line you will get the front and top. So let us see where I get the front view. So you know where we are going to get the front view on XY line. So here on XY line, you will get D dash, the front view. Where will I get D, the top view? At what distance from XY line?
20 mm.
20 mm.
20 mm. So 20 mm horizontal line, when I rotate HP, what will happen to this? It will become vertical line. So 20 mm would be like this. So this is where you get the top view D. So front view, top view. Front view on XY line, as you can see here. Top view 20 mm. When you rotate, it becomes vertical. 20 mm above. You'll get the top view. Now all that is left is side view. So use our rules. First project the top view onto the median line. Wherever it intersects, you have to take it up or down depending on where the front view is. So in this case, we have to take it down below because the front view is below. So take it down and make it to intersect with the projector of the front view. Now, where should I draw the projector of this front view? Can I draw the projector of the front view? Will it be seen? There is no point. Because if I draw projector here, D dash here, it is coinciding with the XY line. So I won't be able to see this. So all I have to do is just draw one arrow indicating that this is a projector line which is same as the XY line. So what will happen is the projector of the top view and the projector of the front view are going to intersect at this point. And this is D double dash, your right side view. So this is what I told. You can see here, D double dash. Where is it coming? It is an extension of XY line. I told you, this is an extension of XY. So this is the same way by which you have to solve the second problem which I had given, where the point is in the third quadrant. Yeah. So this is how it has to be solved because the point is on HP. So we know that any point that is on HP, the top view will be at the same location as that of the point. Front view will be on XY line. Okay. Now see, always, we have dealt with, all the problems that we have solved till now. We have always dealt with the problems involving a single point. Point A, point B, point C, point D. It is always a single point, a single object. But it need not be always like this. The, the 3D space has a lot of objects. You may get 2 points, you may get 3 points, you may get 4 points. Yes, any number of points are possible in a 3D space. So don't always think that always you have to deal with only one point here. No, there could be multiple points also. Okay, so that is what I'm going to discuss now. When you pitch in one more point, then how the things change. That we'll see now. I think we can start with a simple example. And this would be better. Okay. Please take down. So the point 25. So please take down this problem. A point R is 25 mm above HP, 20 mm in front of VP. Another point S is on HP and 30 mm behind VP. The distance between their projectors. The distance between their projectors measured parallel to the line of intersection of HP and VP is 50 mm. I'll tell you what this means. Find the distance between the top views, between the top views of the points R and S. So you have a point R which is 25 mm above HP, 20 mm in front of BP. So we know that this point is in which quadrant? Point R. Above HP, in front of BP. The point is in which quadrant?
First quadrant. First quadrant.
Yes. First quadrant. Next, another point S is on HP and 30 mm behind VP. So this point S is in which quadrant? Or you can say common to which quadrant?
Second and third.
Exactly. It is on HP and behind VP, just like the problem we had taken previously. So it is common to second or third quadrant. So let us assume that the point is in the second quadrant. So it is very clear that one point is in the first quadrant, that is point R, and the point S is in the second quadrant. They are not in the same quadrant. One is in the first, one is in the second quadrant. Next, the distance between their projectors measured parallel to the line of intersection of HP and VP is 50 mm. So I'll show you what this distance is. You have to find the distance between the top views of R and S. So you have to draw the front and top view of both the points, and then you have to find out the distance between the top views of R and S, means the distance between small r and small s. So that is the problem. So let me draw it in 3D first. It will be a bit tricky to draw. Anyway, I'll try. So we are dealing with the first and the second quadrant. So I'll draw only the first and second quadrant. Please observe. So VP is common to both first and second, so no problem. I'll draw VP. I'll draw HP also. So this portion of HP is in the first quadrant and the other side, the back portion is for the second quadrant. So this is arrangement of planes in the first and the second quadrant, VP, HP, and we know that this is also HP. The whole thing is HP. This is VP. So we are in the first quadrant here. We are in the second quadrant. And this is XY line, the line of intersection of VP and HP. This is arrangement of planes. I am observing that some student, I don't know, Suraj, has left the meeting. He has put his attendance and he has left. So please tell him that this attendance won't be considered, because he has to, it's like leaving the class in the middle. He has conveniently put the attendance and he has left. Yeah, I'll be noting down this. Let's see. Okay. So first and second quadrant. Now, point R is 25 mm above and 20 mm in front. So I'll draw the point R first. So let me draw the point R somewhere here. 25 mm above and 20 mm somewhere here. This is the point R. It is 20 mm in front and 25 mm above. Okay, so we have the point R here. Now, as usual, the observer is here, no change, and this is the viewing direction. So, where is the front view of R and top view of R? Front view of R will be on VP, maybe somewhere here. R dash. Top view of R, somewhere here. R. So, front view R dash, top view R. So, this is the point R in the first quadrant. Okay. Now, please observe, I have drawn the point R. I have drawn the point R on the left side because there are 2 points. So drawing it together will not help. It will increase the complexity. That is why I have drawn point R to the left. You can draw point R to the right side also. To the extreme right also you can draw. Absolutely no problem. This is how I would solve this problem. So that is why I have drawn it. Now, there is another reason why I have drawn it slightly to the left, or if I want I can draw it slightly to the right also, because there is another point S which is in the second quadrant on HP and 30 mm behind V. So the location of the point is given. Also, it is given that the distance between their projectors measured parallel to the line of intersection of HP and VP is 50 mm. This is important. This is what we should consider now. 50 mm. What is this distance? This distance 50 mm is this particular distance. I will show you. See, the distance between the projector measured parallel to the line of intersection. What is the line of intersection of HP and VP? What line do we call it as?
XY.
XY line. So whatever this distance 50 is, it is parallel to XY line. So what this distance 50 means is the distance of the projector of R and the projector of S. They are separated by a distance of 50 mm. Like you have drawn R dash and R, and you have located this R here, the point R. Similarly, at some distance, you are going to locate the point S. That horizontal distance parallel to the XY line is 50 mm. Another way of saying it is, this is the projection of R, the point R, R dash and R. Similarly, somewhere, some distance away, you are going to get the projection of S. Somewhere you'll get here S dash and somewhere you'll get S. That is 50 mm away from R. So that is what this distance is. The distance between the projector of R and the projector of S is 50 mm. Now, just observe, I'll draw the projector of S. Rather, I'll locate the point S 50 mm away and draw the front and top view of S 50 mm away. So please observe. S is on HP and 30 mm behind VP. So S is in the second quadrant. So I think S will be somewhere here. This is S. It is on HP, so on the horizontal plane, and it is how much behind? 30 mm behind. This is 30 mm behind. So this is the location of S. Now I have to draw the front view of S and the top view of S in the second quadrant. So where do you think the front view of S will come?
On XY
On
plane.
XY line.
Exactly. On XY line. Please observe. S dash on XY line. Where is the top view of S?
On HP.
On HP, same position. Where you have the point S, there only you will get the small s, top view. Because we know when the point is on HP, the top view and the point are at the same location. The front view is on XY line. Now, S and S dash, this is the projector line of the point S. R dash and R, this is the projector line of point R. What is the distance between the two?
50 mm.
How much is this distance
50.
between the two projectors?
50.
Can you make out? I have drawn the projector of R, I have drawn the projection of R, I got R dash, I got R. I have drawn the projector of S, I got S dash and I got S. At what distance I have drawn them apart?
50.
Yes. This 50 is the distance between their projectors. Their projectors means the projector of R, the projector of S, measured parallel to the line of intersection. Is this 50 mm parallel to XY line?
Yes, sir.
If you draw a line like this, which is 50 mm long, is it parallel to XY line? Yes. That is why this 50 mm is described by such a big sentence. The distance between their projectors, the projector of R and the projector of S, the distance between them measured parallel to XY line, that is a line of intersection of HP and VP, is 50 mm. Simply meaning that the projector of R, the projector of S are separated by 50 mm distance. So this is what you get in 3D, the arrangement of planes and the position of the point S and R and the position of the front and top view of R, front and top view of S in the first and the second. Now what you are supposed to find the distance between the top views of R and S. What is the top view of R? Small r. What is the top view of S? Small s. You have to find the distance between these two. So where is it here? Where is the top view of R? This point. Where is the top view of S? This point. If you draw a line joining the two, a line like this. Can you see this dotted line joining the top view of S and the top view of R? You have to find the length of this line. That is what is your objective. Okay. So it may sound a bit complicated or it may look a bit complicated in 3D, but in 2D it is very simple. All you have to do is draw the XY line. First, draw the projection of R, that is R dash and R in the first quadrant. So where is R dash? On the left side, 20 mm above. So R dash is 25 mm above. 25 mm above, you have R dash. So I hope this is clear. R dash is at what distance from XY line? 25. R dash. How much is R from XY line? What is this distance? 20 m. So this is the front view of R, 25 mm above, top view of R, 20 mm below. I have drawn it to the left side, as you can see it in the 3D. Now you might be wondering why I have not written VP and HP. Actually, I should have written somewhere here. I should have written VP is above, HP is below. But I have not written. You know why? Because I am dealing with 2 points. One point is in the first quadrant, other point is in the second quadrant. So what I should write here? I cannot write VP HP here. Then it will be like everything is in the first quadrant. If I write VP into bracket HP, it will look like everything is in the second quadrant. So what should I write? There are 2 points. So that is why when there are 2 points, don't write the quadrant at all. You cannot write. So leave it. And there is a single point, only then all this quadrant system and all can be written very conclusively. Otherwise, no. Okay. R dash R, we have located the front and top view of the point R in the first quadrant. Now, you have to draw the projection of S, S dash and S. At what distance are you going to draw? How much is
50.
this distance? 50. So simple. All you have to do is measure 50 mm from this projection line. 50 mm. Draw a vertical projection line. Somewhere on this line, I'll get the top view of S, the front view of S. That's it. So now, where is the front view of S? On
XY
XY
line.
line. So I'll draw the front view of S here. This is S dash. Where is the top view of S? Here, 30 mm above. So 30 mm above. Okay, somewhere here. Smallest. That's it. This is it. Okay. Now, what are you supposed to find? Distance between top view of R and S. Where is the top view of R? This. Where is the top view of S? This. Join R and S by a straight line like this. Find out the length of this line. That is your solution. Find out the length of this line like this. What is the length of this line? How much is this length? around 71 mm.
70.71.
Yes, 70 or 71 mm. So that is what you have to write. You have to write the distance between the top view of R and S is 71 mm. This is your solution. So in 3D it may look a bit complicated, but in 2D it is very simple. I have drawn in 3D so that some of you would like to understand how it actually looks like in 3D. Some of you may be comfortable drawing only the 2D directly. But anyway, this is a solution in 2D which you have to draw. So this is how the points are to be projected, front and top view of a point which is in one quadrant and a point which is in the other quadrant, and try to find out maybe the distance between them. Sometimes even it may be given that you have to find out the angle between the point. If you see this particular line which is joining the top view of R and the top view of S, it is at some angle. You may even be asked to find out this angle. How much is this angle? That is also possible. Sometimes instead of giving this 50 mm, that is the distance between the projection of R and projection of S, 50 mm they will not give. What will be given is this angle will be given. The top view of R and the top view of S are inclined at some 40 degrees. So you have to join this R and S at some angle 40 degrees. So that is how this problem can be tweaked depending on the circumstances. So I think a similar problem I'll give you for homework. You can try that. Very similar to this, but instead of giving this length 50 mm, this angle is given 40 degrees. Okay, so please note, please take down this problem. 2 points R and S are on HP. 2 points R, capital R, and capital S are on HP. Two points capital R and capital S are on HP. Full stop. The point R is 35 mm in front of VP. Point R is 35 mm in front of VP. In front of VP. While the point S is 50 mm behind VP. So the point R is 35 mm in front of VP, while the point S is 50 mm, 50 mm behind VP. Full stop. The line joining the top views, makes an angle of 40 degrees with XY. The line joining the top views makes an angle of 40 degrees with XY. This is what I was talking about. The line joining the top views, R and S, it is making an angle of 40 degrees. So this angle is given, 40 degrees is given. 40 degrees with XY. Full stop. Find the horizontal distance between the two projectors. Find the horizontal distance between the two projectors. So what are you trying to find in this problem?
Repeat question, sir.
This 50 mm.
Sir, repeat the question.
Yeah. 2 points. I think I'll write it down. Yeah. 2 points, capital R and capital S, are on HP. The point R is 35 mm in front of VP. While S, the point S, is 50 mm behind VP. The line joining the top views makes an angle of 40 degrees with XY. Find the horizontal distance between the two projectors. So 2 points R and S are on HP. Point R is 35 mm in front of VP and point S is 50 mm behind VP. The line joining the top views makes an angle of 40 degrees with XY. Find the horizontal distance between the two projectors. Okay. So I'll give you a hint. One point, that is point R, is obviously in which quadrant?
First quadrant.
Yeah, point R is in the first quadrant because it is on HP and 35 mm in front of VP. How about point S?
Second.
Second.
Yes, point S is in the second quadrant. So S is again on HP, but 50 mm behind VP. So R is in the first quadrant, S is in the second quadrant. The line joining the top views is making an angle of 40 degrees with XY. Horizontal projector you have to find. So its solution also will be somewhat like this. Well, I'll show you roughly. Your XY line. So you will have one projector like this. Okay. Let us assume that this is R, the top view of R. And you are to draw a 40-degree line. So from here, you have to draw a line like this. This angle should be 40 degree because it says that 40 degree with XY. So this angle, or even you can say this angle, alternate angles, both should be 40 degree. So 40 degree, and the condition is S is 50 mm behind VP. So at the end of this 40 degree, somewhere here, the top view of S should be at 50 mm, whereas the top view of R should be at 35 mm. This is how the solution should be. And what you have to find is this distance, this horizontal distance between the two projectors is what you are supposed to find. In 3D, those who are interested in 3D, I'll just show you how it looks like in 3 dimensions. So first quadrant and second quadrant. XY line. So I've taken R on the left side So point R is on HP and 35 mm in front of VP. So somewhere here I have got R, point R on HP and 35 mm in front of VP. So this is the point R. Top view of R, same location. Front view of R. Where is the front view of R going to come?
On XY line.
On XY line.
Exactly, on XY. Now, please observe S. S is on HP and 50 mm behind VP. So somewhere here, this is the point S, capital S. It is on HP and 50 mm behind VP. So the top view of S, same location, smallest. Where is the front view of S? On XY line. What is this line joining R and S? What is this angle? What is this angle?
40 degrees.
40 degrees. This is what is shown. This is 3D, this is 2D. Okay, so please solve this. These are the types of problems that will generally get in the final exams. You won't get problems which involve only one point and you have to draw all the three views. No, those are only for practice. By some lucky chance, some luck, you may get such problems, but these are the problems which are generally asked because they are one level above than your regular simple problem. So please practice this problem, please solve this problem. Okay, so now I think by this time I have given you how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems I have given as assignment. So please solve all these problems and I'll create the assignment and then you can maybe scan all these 6. I think I'll give you one more problem. So all these 6, 7 problems you can scan, make it as a single PDF and upload it into the Google Classroom as the assignment. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, you can put your roll number and be.
Excuse me, sir.
Please speak up. Not able to hear you. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, please explain about that 71 mm. Previous question, sir.
Previous problem. This one.
Due to network issue, I am not able to audit properly, sir.
You didn't understand this. I am not able to hear you.
71 mm came, sir.
No, you have to speak up. I am not able to hear you.
I'm speaking, sir.
You are not understood this, na?
71 mm, sir. About 71 mm.
71. Okay.
Difference between
See this 71 mm. It is if you see, you are asked to find the distance between the top views of R and S. So top view of R is small r here. This is small r. Top view of S is small s. This is small s. You have to join R and S by a straight line because they are asking you to find the distance between the top views. So if you join R and S, you have to find out the length of this line, which is 71 mm.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Anything else?
Sir, what we get the answer for this, sir? This question.
What is the answer
For this question, sir. Is it 95 mm, sir?
for this one? It will be, I think, almost 100 mm,
95, sir.
not 95. It will be around 100, 101.
Yes, sir. I'll try, sir.
Yeah, it will be a bit tricky because, see, you can draw this R dash and R. You can draw, no problem, 35 mm. But if you want to locate S, then you have to draw it at, this is 40 degrees. So what is this angle?
40 to 50 to
50. If you draw at 50 degrees, then it will be at 40 degrees
sir.
because this is 90.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you have to go on extending this. And here, where you're going to cut and get the S, you have to draw a horizontal projector at 50 mm.
Sir.
Wherever the projector and this line intersect, this point is smallest.
Yes, sir. I drawn, sir, but I got
Yeah.
95, sir. I'll check
So
once.
around 100, 101 is what you get.
Yes, sir. I'll check, sir.
Sure.